Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 4 of On Air with Beauty Bestie, Caroline. This is my best friend, Caroline. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. My name is Caroline. I'm so happy to be here. So happy to talk about things that are important to us in our life right now.
Yes, we'll be talking about mainly gut health and how gut health impacts your skin. As we know, a lot of skin disorders show up in the skin. I like to think of our bodies as like a window of what's happening inside your body. So let's say if you're going through like a lot of breakouts on your skin, on your face, you have like a pimple or something, it's usually internal. So you have to kind of dig into like, okay, what are you eating? I know Caroline knows that I really emphasize having a food journal because food journaling breaks down like, okay, maybe you're eating like dairy or something, and that could be like a trigger for the breakout. So yeah, we're really gonna emphasize gut health as well as other fun things. So one thing I wanted to ask you, Bestie,
Oh my gosh, here we
is
go. Here we go.
when did you realize about the impact of gut health on your skin?
For the most part, I feel like I've had pretty clear skin, and that's due to many reasons, whether it comes from my genetics or the skincare routine that I have down to a T. But I felt like at some point in my life, I was eating more fatsy food that contributed to a lot of me breaking out, especially around my chin area, which is something that I've told you about. And it's been constantly like that location on my face. I also noticed that I started breaking out during my period when I felt more bloated and when I started craving all these like sugar and all these processed foods. And I noticed that it did take a toll on my face and it did take a toll on my skin. And so, not only my skin, but my body and my weight.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I noticed that, okay, I need to take care of my body. I need to take care of my skin. I need to take care of my temple because in the long run, we don't really see how much we need our bodies. Like, yes, you're young. Yes, you're 20. Yes, you're going out to eat. Yes, you're drinking every weekend. That's fun. And I miss those days where my body would be able to handle that. But now, nearing 30,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's time to take it a little more serious because if I still keep up those same habits, my body is gonna take a toll.
Definitely. And I love that you're very self conscious about as we're getting closer to our 30s, our
I
lifestyles will change,
Yes.
which it's true. In your
Yes.
20s, when we were,
Oh my
let's say,
gosh.
in
Yes.
university days, yes, it was a very different lifestyle. We wouldn't get any sleep. We would go out late, drink and eat things that we really shouldn't be putting into our bodies. And as we're transitioning into this 30s era, it's like, now we're having our work, like our careers, and it's like we need to take care of ourselves better than how we did in our 20s.
And you know what's funny, Linda, is when I was in my 20s, I was in the best shape ever. And mind you, I was eating terrible, terrible things, drinking poison, and I was still in the best shape of my body. Like, I was still in the best shape.
Yeah.
So then, obviously, you don't notice it in that moment. You're like, wow, I look good. I feel good. I could drink. I could eat, all these things. And then you hit 29.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when you notice, oh my God, all these
Yeah.
foods, all the drinking has
It
officially caught up.
and your body will tell you because your body's an organism. It starts to slow down as you're aging, so you will see the signs. Like your body will tell you, like, oh, you have inflammation or you have this. It's like your body telling you, like, you need to cut down some things. um,
Yes.
but that leads me into my second question, which is what method, like what did you do in order to have better gut health, such as detox juices, and did that work for you?
So I noticed I had like issues with my gut when I would eat something and then I would feel very uncomfortable. I don't know if you've ever felt that way where you eat something and then you sit down and you're like, "Oh my god, my stomach does not feel good," or your stomach is like hard as a rock. I've come to realize that's not normal. That's not normal for your stomach to feel like it's about to explode every 2 minutes, right? And it's something that even going to the restroom doesn't fix. So I really was looking into what I was eating. I cut off like bread and switched over to sourdough, which is something that kind of helped my body a little bit and it helped it feel a little better. But then I, like every other person, I scroll on TikTok and I try to find any method to like help gut health. I've tried so many things when it comes to like vitamins or when it comes to juices or when it comes to like a carnivore diet. Like you try all these things to see what your body is going to respond better to. And I've noticed that out of all the things that I've tried, because one thing about me is I'm going to try it.
Yes.
If you say it's working for you and if I love a good advertisement on TikTok,
Yeah.
God forbid, God forbid a girl loves advertisements.
Yes.
But I get instantly like influenced.
Yeah.
I'm very easily influenced, and so before I even try, I look into it. Like I dive deep, I do some research. I'm like, okay, like this person said that it worked for them, and they're pretty consistent about their explanation. So I decided to give detox juices a try. At first, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be using the restroom 24/7. Oh my God, how am I going to do this? I'm a teacher, so obviously I can't leave
Yeah.
when I want to and use the restroom. Obviously, I have kids that depend on me. And yeah.
It's exciting when you find something that works for you.
Yes.
Because did you see any results from the juices
Yeah.
that you
So
tried?
when I started trying these
Like
juices,
for how long did you do it for?
I did it for 2 weeks.
Huh.
And it was called maybe people have heard about it, but it's called Cilla's detox juice. It was cheap. It
Uh-huh.
was cheap to buy, and I bought it and I was like, okay, let me try it. It was
Mhm.
maybe like $15. I'm like,
Okay.
what is that to me
Uh-huh.
right now,
You mix that into the juice? Like it's
S-
a powder form? Or
No, so what Cilla does is that she breaks up your weeks into 2 weeks. So week one is a certain juices that you need to do, and then week two is different from week one.
okay.
So week one, she starts with day one, and she gives you a whole grocery list of things that you need to buy, and it's all fruits, and it's maybe like a few veggies. But the main ingredients are water or milk, almond milk, of course, spinach, and then you have your chia seeds, your flax seeds, and then you have dates.
Dates.
Yes.
Okay. I
So
like
those are
dates.
one of the main ingredients that was the base of the juice. And then you have like strawberries, bananas. I mean, the juices were really good.
Yeah.
So I had no problem
What
drinking
do you
them.
take? What do you drink that morning and night
Yeah.
daily?
So
Like that was your ritual.
yes, yes. So when I first started it, I was like, okay, I need to buy everything that's on the grocery list. And so I did, and it was enough for the whole week. And every time I would blend my drinks, it would either be the night before or the morning of the day. And I would have them separated already into like these frozen gallon bags. And it would be divided by day one, day two, day three. And so day one is enough for 3 servings. Or sorry, each day is enough for 3 servings. And each serving is enough for your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner.
Okay.
And that's the only thing you
You
need
would
to,
eat
I would,
all
okay,
day.
yes.
So it's
So
like fasting in a way.
in a way,
But
because
you're drinking
you're
that. Yeah.
detoxing your body, it's removing all these toxins and everything that you put in.
Yeah.
Obviously, um, I was like, oh, hell no, there's no way I can do this. Like just 3 juices.
Especially knowing you as a
Yes,
Taurus.
yeah, I'm a big
We all
foodie.
know Taurus love food.
We love food, we love leisure. So then I'm like, oh my god, how am I gonna do this? And luckily in the program that Cilla developed, she included like these healthy snacks in
Yeah.
between each detox.
Okay.
And it's not just any snacking,
Yeah.
it's specific to clean eating,
Clean
which
eating.
is like
Yeah.
tomatoes or whether it's a salad or maybe your protein.
Is she a fitness? influencer? Like, what category does she fall
Yeah,
under?
she's more of a fitness food
Okay, like
influencer.
health, nutrition.
Health, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And so when I first heard of her, I was like, this is a scam. This is a
But it
scam.
worked for you.
But this it worked. And
Did
so
you feel like you were
yes,
like
Linda, yes.
clean, detox,
Yes,
everything?
everything all of the above
Yeah.
because obviously I
Your mood changes.
yes,
You feel
obviously
more
well,
energized.
no, let me tell you. So, obviously in a relationship I've gained a lot of weight and I was
And
like
by that, what exactly do you mean? Because do you mean like you gain weight because you guys would eat out a lot, like dine out a lot, or
yes.
wouldn't exercise? Like,
Yeah, I mean, we love exercising, but
yeah,
man, we
'cause I
also love
consider you and
eating.
your partner
Very
very
fit.
fit.
Yes. Well, we've we've tried.
Yeah.
No, it's just we would go out to eat and obviously the food that you go eat is either fried or,
Okay. Yeah.
it's just very processed.
Mhm.
And so I was like, I need to change. I need to do something to change the way I look, the way I feel, the way I feel about myself. I've had a lot of like body dysmorphia in the past. And so I still do to this day, but I was like, I'm going to try something new. And the one thing that got me through those 2 weeks, Linda, is me telling myself, it's only 2 weeks. Like, it's only 2 weeks.
Mhm.
And you see the biggest results I have ever seen in any other program that I've been a part of.
Yeah.
And in those 2 weeks, I was able to lose 8 pounds.
Wow,
Eight
that's
pounds.
amazing.
Eight. I started
I
fitting into
I
my
applaud you.
jeans. I started fitting into clothes that I'm like,
Even better than because we participated in what was it?
75 hard.
75 Hard. So everyone listening, 75 Hard is another fitness regime where for 75 days you follow like these fitness rules. So like you exercise, you read a book, you eat a certain diet
Diet.
and several other things, but you do that for 75 days straight and at the end of it, you just have more discipline. At least that's what I personally got out of it.
Yes.
But it's definitely doesn't dig deep into your diet, like that program that you're
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about, because that one's more like your detoxing with like the juice. And how long is it for? You said
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
It's such a
Okay,
short like, and
that's
I've done it
doable.
already twice.
That's doable.
And usually I do it before I have a big trip. So I did it
Yeah.
before I went to Hawaii and I felt really good.
Amazing.
But yeah, I think once you do the detox though, it's important to keep a balanced diet with and be mindful of what you're eating. And
Which another thing I wanted to point out, mindful eating. It's so
yes.
great that you mentioned that because mindful eating is basically you have a meal and you're more mindful of like chewing the food, like you slow down chewing and even something as little as that changes the way you're eating.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's definitely I practice mindful eating myself. So I read a book. It's called Glucose Revolution. The artist or the author, her name is I can't remember her name.
You're so
But
knowledgeable, Linda.
she's
I
like a
love it.
friend. Her name she's known as the glucose goddess on Instagram, and I follow her Instagram. I have her book. Um, it's basically for it's mainly for diabetics, but even if you're not a diabetic, it's still good for you to know the effect of insulin and insulin resistance in the body
Mm-hmm.
because your body has sugar spikes.
Mm-hmm.
So after you eat a meal, the spike goes up. And what do you typically do? You're usually not going out for a walk. Like you're usually
Get
have, like
dessert.
this food coma or like you feel sleepy. But
You're
what
so
the
right.
thing to fix that is try to get into the habit of after a meal, do something active. Do like walk around. Just don't sit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing. And it all the book talks about how to eat mindfully eat in order of the fruit first, the carbs, and the protein. So instead of before, I used to just eat like however on my plate, like you see the five food groups, and I would just eat whatever. But now I'm more mindful of like what I should eat first, what I should eat at the end, because the way that you eat that into your stomach will digest it better. You
Mm.
need fiber first. So that fiber helps you go to the bathroom because fiber is what makes the like gets rid, eliminates everything in the
Oh,
stomach. So
I
you
need to
want
get on
to have
that
the
fiber.
fruit and the veggies first
Hmm.
and then have the other food groups. So that taught me so much just like in the way I was eating.
You know what's funny is that you mentioned how like after you eat you're supposed to like do something active. It totally goes against what our Hispanic parents have told us.
Uh-huh.
Whether you're like you finish eating and you absolutely can't do anything because they're like, no, you need to wait the food out. You know, you need to sit. You can't go swimming. Well, obviously, but oh, you don't take a shower. Just things, little things
Yes,
that you're like, you just ate, and I'm
I
like,
agree.
you know, we've had to navigate that new
Right.
idea of like, no, once you finish eating, you go for a walk or
Yes.
drink some hot tea to help,
Mhm.
you know.
That's very
So
true.
yeah,
Mhm.
I definitely do like this detox. I feel like everybody should
Mhm.
give it a try at least once in their life.
Definitely. And I can link um the recipe. Is it a link that you found for
Yeah,
it? Because
so
I
I'll
can
send
link
it
it
to you.
below
Yeah,
in my
yeah,
podcast for
exactly.
everybody else to find. I also wanted to talk about I don't know if you heard of this. We kind of diving into hormones and hormonal health because
Mhm.
I feel like gut health and hormones contribute a lot to the skin. So when it comes to hormones, do you notice? I think you mentioned bloating earlier.
Yes.
Is there anything you do in your nutrition to help with the bloating or the hormonal? You know, us as girlies, we have
Yes.
every month we have to deal with it. So, is there certain things you do like the week prior to having the period or like the week after? Because we know ourselves, we know our cycles, we know there's four phases, right? Like
Mhm.
you have the menstruation
Mhm.
phase, then comes ovulation, luteal, and follicular.
Mhm.
Um, Usually, the one before your menstruation is the luteal. That's when you feel groggy, you're moody, you have mood swings.
Mhm.
There's just like that's the least pleasurable phase
Yes,
of the cycle.
I agree.
Later, the menstruation, it's fine, but the part where you're glowing is the ovulation phase because
We love that face.
we love that phase. We're glowing, our skin clears up. So I just wanted to touch more on like, do you ever think about those things? Like, do you ever base your diet based on your cycle? Because I personally do, especially the week prior to my menstruation. I like to consume more seeds. I I've noticed that consuming like chia seeds or like flax seeds, pumpkin seeds,
Mhm.
those help me. I mean, scientifically, that has a lot of it has to do with your androgens production and like progesterone and all that, but the seeds helps the zinc that is in the seeds helps to balance those
Yeah.
hormones throughout the week. So I noticed that helps me. Is there anything that helps you throughout your cycle?
That's interesting you say that
And
because
everybody's different, so
I am so different. Usually what I notice when I do have my cycle is even though it pains me, I still try to get up and get a workout in, or even moving slowly where it's yoga or Pilates or going for a walk. I still try to move my body because it's like just being out helps me a lot and it helps me not think about the pain as much.
okay.
As far as foods or anything I do to prep myself prior, I really don't. I really don't take that into consideration. I mean, if a girl is craving her ice cream, chocolate ice cream, I'm going to have my chocolate ice cream. But I don't really consider, like, you know, the vitamins that I would need prior to helping me with my period.
Okay.
And obviously, like, I'm very irregular when it comes to my period, so tracking is out the door. It comes when it comes, and when a girlie's feeling like she needs
Mm-hmm.
chocolate, she will get her chocolate.
Get those
And that's one
cravings.
thing I do love
Yeah,
when I'm on it is
dark
my
chocolate,
chocolate.
right?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Or any type of
It can be honestly
any
Ben
type.
and Jerry's goes ham. Ben and Jerry's, oh the brownie batter, oh.
Yes.
But I mean, I would want to get to that stage in my life where I could track it,
Yeah.
but I think just eating healthy and eating and being mindful
Yeah.
is good enough.
I'm guilty of that. I have a guilty pleasure. It's beef jerky.
Oh my god.
I go to Sprouts just to get beef jerky sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the best thing during menstruation for me. I'm just like, I need the iron,
Yes, yes.
and meat, like just red meat for me,
Yes.
because I tried doing the whole like no meat and like going not vegan but just like
Carnivore.
consume less meat,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't do it. And I was like, I need my beef jerky,
Yeah.
especially during my period.
And I'm glad
And
you like can notice that from your body, like,
yeah,
you know. And you know what's funny? I want to just
have
kind
some
of
steak.
yeah.
We love steak.
What's funny is that you know, during summer I had to take this like summer course and I was feeling very very sleepy. And I'm like, okay, I need some sugar to wake me up, something. My first instinct, Sour Patches. They wake me up.
Candy.
Yes, and I was like, no,
No.
you're better than this. They were right on my counter, and I said
Yeah.
no.
Uh-huh.
And so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna eat an apple.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna eat an apple.
Even because that is, you could get sugar from so many things, but like non-processed sugar.
Yes, and
You just have
so
to teach yourself what healthier versions
healthier
of
versions of sugar.
instead of candy.
Girl,
Yes.
God forbid a girl loves Sour Patches. No, but when I had this apple, like instantly my mood switched.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. So every time somebody tells me they're tired, I always tell them eat an
Yeah.
apple because it's my go-to now.
Yeah.
I don't Sour Patches who?
Hmm. We love that for you.
Yes.
Enlightened queen. Okay, good. So we discussed some seed cycling and health. I wanted to mention some salad recipes too,
Ooh,
which I can link this below.
please.
I know she's an esthetician based in Canada, so I took
Mhm,
her course online, and it's so helpful. Her name's Katie. She basically has like a list like of recipes of
mhm,
what salads to eat, to help the skin. And this has helped me even as going to the grocery store and
mhm,
knowing what to get
mhm,
so that I don't spend too much.
mhm,
Everything's like affordable,
mhm.
and I put it into practice. I like having like before I used to freaking I hated salads. I did not
Same
like
girl,
eating
same.
salads. And now like I'm more
That was like
okay.
20-year-old you, right?
Yeah, that was 20 year
Now
old
you're
me.
close to nearing 30, and
I
so then
love my In and
we're
Out
wise.
burger. I was
Protein
like,
style.
yes. Every now and then, in moderation, I still have my In and Out burgers.
Yes.
But now I'm eating more salads. And now I'm like, okay, I need to tell my friends to, like, I want my friends to be more mindful as well. Because that is what I do. As an
Mhm,
esthetician, I
mhm,
feel like I need to educate those around me too.
mhm.
So I would love to like link that and send that to you as well.
And
So
also, like, when we go out to eat, kind of just having that accountability and that friend
yeah.
that's like, hey guys, we should try a salad. And so we always need that one friend that's like, hey, no, this is gonna be benefiting you in the
Yeah.
long run. So
Yes. Love that. Another thing I wanted to talk about was clean girly aesthetics. So do you know what clean girly aesthetics is?
do I
Because
know?
okay, you wanna
For the viewers,
explain?
for the listeners out there,
I feel like that's very common nowadays.
yeah, I feel
Clean
like
girly.
the clean girl aesthetic really came off like TikTok.
Okay.
It's about minimal makeup, you know, it's about minimalism in a sense. And it's also just kind of the way that you present yourself in also like in a just calm demeanor, very
Mm-hmm.
demure.
Demure.
And I would also say like the fashion sense that you
Mm-hmm.
pick for yourself, whether
Okay.
it's very casual
Mm-hmm.
and it's not like how we used to dress, right, when we were 21-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just keeping,
No more crop tops.
yes, exactly. It's just keeping that originality of
Mm-hmm.
nearing 30, of
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, we're 30
Yeah.
almost. And you know, maybe 30-year-olds don't dress in crop tops and booty shorts. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the clean girl aesthetic, I feel like, came from our generation who's almost there because
Mm-hmm.
our generation has seen so many differences in outfits, and also like we've seen the biggest change in media where it's like from a flip phone to an iPhone to an iPad to like a car that drives itself. So I feel like our generation really has those like aesthetic standards, I would say, where clean girl is looked upon like, oh, you're mature, you're maybe nearing 30, but also it can be for anybody that really wants
like
that lifestyle. Yeah, it can be for anybody. But I mean, in the beginning of the year, not year, but the beginning of my years when I was 20, 22, 21, I had no idea about makeup or clean girl, right? I would do my eyebrows. What is it? The Anastasia dip brow. Yes, I would do them. I would do them huge. And back then it was normal.
Went through the eyebrow blindness.
Yes. And so
lash blindness too.
as everything kind of, what is it?
You grow older and
evolves. Just like our fashion sense, it has evolved to clean girl aesthetic, and I feel like anybody can pull it
I
off.
love the way you do your brows. What do you put on your brows?
NYX eyebrow.
Okay.
But it's the tinted one because I don't know. I like doing them almost like a laminated look. I don't really like doing a pencil fill. I feel like I look boring and plain. And I just feel like this really like accentuates my eyebrows and my eyes. So my now go-to look is clean girl. Maybe sometimes because I'm lazy, but I really feel like as you have good skincare and you put those practices in like your routine, I don't think you need that much makeup.
Yeah. Which is the clean girl aesthetic.
Exactly.
To add on to that, I think it ties into today's culture of overconsumption. Like everybody wants to buy this, buy that. There's an ad for this, there's an ad for that. And you have to have it. And it's like instant gratification of something. But when you minimize stuff and like you don't have to overconsume everything, like when it comes to skincare, because I'm looking at it through skincare, it's some girls have 20-step skincare routine.
Oh gosh.
And they have the most expensive, like they have La Mer cream or they have some designer skincare. When really, in actuality, you just need like 3 items. You just need a cleanser, a moisturizer, and a sunscreen. And that's like your basic stuff. You will have clean skin just from having those 3.
Yes, exactly.
And everybody's different. A lot of other factors go into it. But as long as you have that, you're golden. I think with you, I love how it's probably like you mentioned earlier, genetics, but you've always had clear, clean skin. But that doesn't stop you from taking care of it. So like you always have like your moisturizer, your serum, your sunscreen. That's something like you've always been so good at it.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of
it. Thank you so much.
Even before I did facials on you, your skin has always been glowy. Oh, and after my facials too, it's
a little more. I think that's so funny because I don't know how I learned, or I can't recall the time that I've learned that these are my skin cares and I should be protecting my skin. But I feel like it came from my mom. My mom was an Avon girly. Like she would take care of her.
Mary Kay.
Yeah, or Mary Kay too, right? And so my mom would try all these like things, products on her face, and I would just sit there and be like, What are you doing?" There was just some power to, not power, but how do I say?
Like empowerment or
like that empowerment of having that skincare and feeling beautiful from it. Like you feel like that power behind beauty, right? So
and you learn it from like such a young age. You're a little girl, you don't know anything about skincare, makeup. But it's like seeing your mom always like,
even if it was little, like
put on sunscreen,
yes, exactly,
like on you.
And before, like my skincare was literally like a bar of soap. Literally, like it was a bar of soap until like I've seen my mom put some things on her face, and I don't know where exactly she learned it from, or like, but it is important. And so then I started getting to Sephora, then I started getting into CosRx, and I started getting into all these Korean skincares, and I've tried so many things that work for my skin, and I found my cup of tea, which is my I don't know what her
What's your
product.
current skincare routine right now?
So my skincare routine, after so many years of trying different things, finally was mastered. I have my cleanser from Beauty of Joseon.
Beauty of
Then I
Joseon.
use my toner. Sometimes I use Medicube, where they have like some toner pads that I like to kind of just really get into my pores. I don't really go too hard, but I like kind of tap it all over my face. Then I do my hyaluronic, how do you say that?
Hyaluronic
Hyaluronic
acid.
acid
Yes.
from CosRx.
Okay.
And then I do my some like oil to like help brighten some spaces. And then finally I do my moisturizer, which
What's
is
the
from
oil you use?
it's from Beauty of Joseon.
Okay.
There's like this oil that's
You use
it's
that at
supposed
night?
to I
Morning
use
and
it
night?
morning and night. This is my like ritual in the
Yeah.
morning and at night, but it's an oil that helps
And your moisturizer.
brighten, and my moisturizer. And it's pretty simple. It's a hydrating facial moisturizer oil. Mind you, the steps in between, I don't really do morning and night, but I at least try to do one in the morning or one at night.
You wear sunscreen?
Yes, so my makeup, which I will never ever change, it's going to stay the same until I die. It's called BB Cream by Maybelline.
Oh, yes.
And the BB cream has sunscreen infused in. It's a tinted sunscreen.
Yes.
So I get 2 in 1.
Yeah.
I don't have to do a layer and then another layer.
Yes. For us girlies, it's very hard to find a sunscreen that mixes well with your foundation. So the solution to that is applying a BB cream, because BB cream mixes well with sunscreen. So a lot of us opt for BB cream. Ideally, I personally just like to use it separately because I feel like more impact in, like, the sunscreen is protecting my skin better when it's just the sunscreen itself.
Yes.
So I like to just use like the sticks, the
Oh,
basics,
nice.
because
Yes.
you can reapply. So
Yes.
I use Shiseido. I just ran out of my Shiseido one stick. But there's also another one. There's like Super Goop is a really good one.
Oh, I used to use Super Goop.
And if you're more like drugstore, I also use CeraVe stick
Oh,
as
yeah.
a sunscreen. And then some of them have white cast, others are clear. But then I use my foundation, which when it comes to makeup, I use less foundation. I just try to not use as much makeup anymore. Like foundation, especially, I just like going for the bare skin look. So hence why I just like using sunscreen by itself.
Yeah.
Every now and then I add the blush. I'm the blush girly. Like when it comes to makeup, my favorite is the blush. I will pack that on my cheekbones till I look.
I'm concealer. I'm concealer.
Yes.
I love me a good concealer.
I love the concealer. No, for the dark under eyes. You don't even have.
I just love the way like it brightens my face. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I have to have my blush on. But yeah, the point of that was just to say, like, sunscreen is important.
Yes.
If you want to use it on its own or you want to just have it as a BB cream, that's fine. But yeah, I love that you're using basically the basics: the cleanser, the toner, the moisturizer, the hyaluronic acid to moisturize. Yeah, so good. Have you had any breakouts lately?
No, honestly, I've been pretty smooth sales this summer.
Okay, cute.
I've been indoor most of the time.
Juice that you did.
Yeah, I've been indoor most of the time, but honestly, I the only thing I drink is water.
Okay.
So I've been drinking a lot of water. Yeah.
Oh, what about? Is there any new drinks you love currently? Because there's so many for me. I love Bella Hadid's skin drink. I will not stop raving about that.
You need
Bella
to send
Hadid
me. You need to send me something.
I will get you some next time, just to get you hooked on it.
Yeah.
But her kin drinks, like, there's 3 different flavors. One of them is to help you sleep because it has melatonin in it. Sometimes I drink that at night.
Mm-hmm.
Another one is the Glow one, which I just drink it throughout the day. It has a splash of caffeine because caffeine could contribute to breakouts too. So I kind of cut down on sugar and caffeine. And Kin has like a dash of caffeine in it. So I love that. And there's another flavor. I can't remember it, but I've liked all three of them. There's also this other drink called umi, which is Japanese for
I think I've
ocean.
heard about it.
So this Japanese drink has seaweed in it. Seaweed has so many health benefits. So if you can like eat
Seaweed
and
and
drink
salmon.
seaweed, and seaweed
Bomb.
is on skincare too. So you can basically think of skincare is what you eat too.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you are what you eat.
Yes.
So
Uh-huh.
this umi drink is amazing. That's another one I've been hooked on. Just because I don't drink soda, or
Good.
I like try not to drink it, so I opt for those, and then I opt for, I think
Olipop's.
it's Olipop,
Mm-hmm.
and there's another one similar, Poppies.
Oh,
Ollipops and Poppies, like I just love buying those. Those are my go-to drinks.
nice.
Do you have any go-to drinks?
Honestly,
Market?
just water. When I go out and I want like maybe I want like a juice or maybe I want something, um, there's this drink called Nello. I don't know if you've tried it. It's like a drink that's supposed to keep you calm. It has a really good raspberry lemonade. It also has a lot of great, it has ashwagandha in it. I used to drink those religiously when I was working because I was so stressed out, but I also like didn't I was so tired of just drinking water that I just put a little packet into my water, and I noticed that I was calm. I was, I liked it. I really want to get back on it, but Amazon Nello.
Love it. I need
At
to
first
try
I was
that.
skeptical, but I was like, no, it actually helps.
Yeah, that and just homemade smoothies.
Yes, yeah.
Which homemade smoothies, I love making those. Which
I need to go over so you can make me some smoothies.
yeah, yeah, that summarizes our podcast. I think we hit everything we needed to talk
Yay!
about Gutsy health nutrition. Thank you for being here with me.
It
I
was
am so
fun.
grateful for you and your input today. So just want to say thank you for your support, and let's see what we host on the next episode. Maybe you guys can give me some ideas for those listening. But yeah, stay tuned till next episode on Air with Beauty Pros. Bye.
Signing out.
Peace.